So for this DIY you're going to need some pots. I've got an old chocolate mini bites pot. You also need glue, scissors and a pen, some form of decorative card or paper, and something to fill your DIY pots with. The first step is to measure your card to the pot. You can use a ruler if you'd like, but I'm just not going to. Make sure that the card is completely flat on the table and that you're using the non-decorated side to draw any lines on. As you can see, I've drawn a line where the rim of the pot is. Make sure you also mark the card on the other side as well. Using a pen, draw a rough line connecting these two areas. Next, you're going to want to cut out your piece of card. Once you get to this step, you should fold your card around the edge of the container to make sure it fits. As you can see, I've purposely left a gap at this part of the container because there's a little bit here that gets in the way of the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure around this part and create a bit of card that specifically fits here. You're going to want some kind of PVA glue to stick the card onto your container. When sticking on your card, just smooth the top part along the top of your container here. As you can see, just try and copy what I'm doing and push up. So then, as you can see, I've still got my gap here. Make sure the card is completely smooth along the container. Now if you have any bits where two bits of card meet, you're going to want to put some PVA all the way down it and just spread it out with your finger, and remember the PVA will dry clear and it won't be all shiny like this, so it will look a lot better. And here we have a finished pot. I'm gonna go get some craft stuff and stick a few bits on, but you could leave it just like this. So what I'm making now is a label, and it's going to say Promarkers on it. I'm also going to use these bows to decorate it. These little things which I got from a card making set, which are really good for sticking things on. And this paper here is going to be a border. Now I've made my label for the pot, and I'm going to show you how to attach it by using something like this. But if you don't have these little, I don't know what they're called, these little sticky things, then just use glue. Okay, so first what you're going to do is you're going to turn the label onto its back and get 5 squares. As you can see, these squares have bits you can peel on either side, so just peel all of those squares. Once you've peeled both sides of the squares, make sure you stick it on like this. What's special about these little sticky squares is that they are sticky on both sides. So once you've stuck it to the back of your label, you can stick it straight onto your pot. Okay, so this is the finished result. Now all you need to do is put your pens in. My tip for putting in Promarkers is just to line them up along the outside like this and work your way inwards. And there we go, it's finally done. Just to give you a brief indication of how many markers you can actually fit into the pot, I have just put in, I think it was around 38 markers. I just put in 39 because I didn't realise I had a marker lying around that I hadn't put in. Okay, so I hope you liked this tutorial of a cool way to store your markers. Thanks for watching. Bye!